What's up, guys? PokePsota here, and today we're going to talk about something that you probably missed out on. Okay, now, PokePsota, like and subscribe. Thanks for coming to the channel. If you got any questions, definitely leave a comment below and let me know. Did you buy this item when it came out, when it dropped? I did. Talking about the Pokemon Classic trading card game. This right here was a nice little thing that they came out with Pokemon. It's a one of a kind. They've never done this before. Okay, now this thing when it came out, we go through, read more on the description, stuff like that. I'll kind of go through it with you. This is a big black box. All right. It's a nice felt. You can play it, use it as a table. And it's got three leather deck boxes in there, and it comes with three decks: Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. Awesome cards. The cards are gorgeous. And I wish I actually had some of these cards laying around. I can't remember if I do or not. Yeah, right here. I got a Pokeball. Okay. Now here's a Pokeball from. They come with this huge shimmer on them. Like these are not your regular hollows. These things are unbelievable. Okay. Now these cards right here, they have went crazy in price. Now the thing with this is when these came out, they were $400 MSRP. They were $399.99. Okay. I pre-ordered one. I've opened three of them total. I have five left sealed. And I never did buy one when Sam's Club had them last year this time for $198. I actually have videos. If you go back through some videos back in February where I did like a buys and tries video, I had those on there and told people, you guys, if you don't have one of these, you're going to miss out. Now, the thing was, is even like Rudy from Alpha Investments, he's done a video on this before, and so have I. These things are an excellent product. And just let the math do itself on it. When you start going through these, you're going to start to see that you have all these great cards in there. All of the heavy hitters, guys. Charizard, Bulbasaur, Mewtwo, Snorlax, Scyther, Articuno. I mean, you go through these. You got Onix, Charmeleon, Wardle. You got all the different evolutions you have through there. You have, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. You got Squirtle, Wardle, Blastoise. You got Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Like, it's unbelievable. You got Magikarp, Gyarados, everything on here. Okay, these things were awesome. Now, the one thing was you could not use these for tournament play, but you wouldn't want to. These cards are the most vibrant, good-looking cards I've ever seen. And the Japanese set, it's awesome too. It actually, I think, is outperforming in some areas the English set. Now, we're going to take a look at this and see why it's such a good deal and why it's still a pretty good buy. Because I do think that I agree with Rudy from Alpha Investments totally. This should be $1,000 box. Pokemon's never done anything like this. So imagine 5 years, 10 years from now, someone has one of these for sale and they're like, well, what's in this? And it has all of the best cards ever from base set essentially that are in there, except they're in this really nice shimmering holographic form. No brainer. No brainer. Okay. Now, the problem with this is I've had all of these cards graded pretty much at one time or another. And I have a bunch of them behind me still that are in eights and nines. Tens for these were not the easiest thing to get, but I did grade out tens in a Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. But let's take a look on eBay and see what these are going for. Now, on eBay, when you see these, you're going to see some stuff, all these listings, but let's see actually what the sales have been. Okay. You're seeing sales on this, $350, Steel. Pokemon Trading Card Classic Game, $120 a best offer. That's weird. I don't know if I believe that one. 289. This is from September 2025. What in the hell? Right here, April 2026. $536. $600. $500. $360. $470. $345. $680. A year ago, guys, these were $200. $680 is nuts. $748. Unbelievable. That's got to be Japanese. 430. I mean, it's crazy, guys. I don't know what to tell you. When you look on here, are these selling? They are. Okay. They're not selling a ton. You've had 52 sold total. 280 is the low price. 485 is the highest price. But when you look at these, 460, 470, 484. You only have 25 of these listed. So that means, let's see what the highest price one on here is. I bet it's 1,000. $2,000. That's crazy. $1,000. That means you basically have 19 of these for sale until they hit $1,000 on TCG Player. Now on eBay, when you look at this and you see the ones that are sold, let's get rid of the sold ones. Let's actually take a look how many of these are listed. 244. So there's like 300 of these available right now. These guys, these are a steal. Okay. Now let's take a look at the cards. Look at the heavy hitters. We're going to start with Venusaur. Venusaur right now is a $37 card, ungraded, and a PSA 10 though. Okay. PSA 10 price on these is $105. Okay. Gorgeous card. Check out the Blastoise. We got the Blastoise here, $41 ungraded, $225 in a PSA 10. And the PSA 10s, 285, 250, 250, 110. Japanese, 250, 200, 290, 260, 225 is a low ball. That's going to be a $300 card here. Then we got the big one. We got Charizard, $168 ungraded. And this one is $768. PSA 10s on this are reaching $1,000 right now. I had these sold for like $200, $225. It was criminal what I did. Thing was though, is no one wanted them. Like they were a cool thing to have for collection. I sold the big three together in a set. I think they're sequential even, which doesn't really matter. But I think I sold that for $450 to a guy, and then like of course he went on to sell it probably for $1,000. But I'm telling you, these sets are awesome. When you look at Poke data, these things are valued now at $546.28 for the whole set. Um, it's crazy. Even the Pikachu guys, the Pikachu right now is $155 in a PSA 10. They're not even some of the best ones. The Mewtwo, $200 about. The Snorlax I know was getting good money. Snorlax is only 40. There's no way. So I don't know if I believe that one. The Gyarados is an awesome card. The Fairy, Chansey. I graded a few of them. That's a $67 card and a 10, which is crazy to me still. I mean, it's just hit after hit, guys. These are awesome. Genghis Khan's awesome. The Miltank's just a funny one. Just got the udders sticking out right there. The Energies, super awesome. And actually, I think people did grade the Energies. So $70 for an energy card. I mean, it's insane, guys. Charmander, I had one of these in a 10, $100. These things, they do pretty well. So, what my advice is to use if you don't have one of these, I would definitely try to find one. I really would. And the reason I would is because the Pokemon's never done an item like this. This thing, they printed a ton of them. They had a first wave, and a lot of people didn't buy them because you got to realize when these came out, this is when Pokemon, like you were buying Fusion Strike for like $90 a box. I think Twilight Masquerade was out, and it was we're talking $95 to $105 a box. Pokemon was in a huge lull, so when this came out, people are like, "What? You want me to buy a $400 item? No thanks." And a lot of people didn't. First one I bought, I paid $350 for from a local card shop. The guy gave me a good deal on it. And then actually, I ended up buying one on Walmart, and they didn't ship it to me for like 4 months almost. And by that time, the price had dipped a ton. I ended up paying full price for it because MJ Holding delayed the shipment. They shipped it to me later because they realized they weren't selling. And so I got sent one like 4 months later. And I tried to dispute it, but they're like, yeah, you can't return anything to Walmart that's card related. So it didn't happen. But yeah, I bought some of these. I bought them on eBay too. I spent anywhere from $250 to $275 on them. And then when Sam's Club had them for $200, I didn't buy any. And the reason I didn't is because they're so bulky, they take up a ton of room. And I guarantee you there's not a lot of people that have pallets of these around because no one thought they were going to do anything. There's not one person, okay? Everybody thought they were a cool item. Everybody thought that, I'd like to keep one, but no one ever was like, I'm going to stock up on these. Well, think about it now. If you would have bought these at $200 and they're selling for $450 to $600 right now, you could have walked into any Sam's Club that had these, which most of them didn't have them on the floor. You had to buy them and they shipped them to you. They would have sold them to you at a discount there, I bet, because these things take up a ton of room. Okay. But just some food for thought. I definitely think it's an item that you still have some chance. All right. I don't think it's totally like crazy, but you can still get one of these for under $500 shipped to you, $460 right now, $470 free shipping. I still think it's a pretty good deal, guys. So if you don't have one, I definitely would. If you don't have a Japanese one, pretty good, alternate right there as well. But hey, guys, thanks for watching the video again. It's PokePsota. Like and subscribe. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. And as always, remember, catch 'em all.